Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Accidental CEO podcast. I'm your host, Nata Salvatori. And today I want to talk about something that has been coming up a lot lately in my own life, in my client conversations, and honestly, in my body. Is this idea that capable isn't the same as sustainable. And I know that might sound obvious at first, but if you're anything like the people I work with or like me, this distinction is actually really uncomfortable and difficult to make because being capable has probably been your superpower. You're the one who figures things out. You're the one who people rely on. You're the one who can handle it when things get messy. And for a long time, that worked until it didn't. I've had this conversation over and over on repeat lately, and someone will come to me and say, I don't get it. On paper, things are good. Revenue is there. Clients are there. Opportunities are there. But I am exhausted. Like something is not working. And they usually say it almost like apologetically, right? Like they don't have permission to feel tired because things are quote unquote working. And I'll ask a few questions and eventually we're going to land here. It is not that they worked harder this year than last year. It's that they're carrying a lot more. There's more decisions. There's more emotional labor. There's more things living in their head, more responsibilities that never really shut off. And that kind of tire hits a little bit different. It's not solved with a vacation away in Hawaii, is not fixed with better morning routines because it's not about the effort, it's about the load. A lot of times we try to fix capability issues with more effort, and that is definitely the wrong approach. So here's something we don't talk about enough. High achieving people don't usually burn out because they are disorganized and unmotivated. They burn out because they are too reliable. And they might even take a little bit longer to burn out than anybody else out there. You're going to become that person that everything defaults to. If there's a decision, it comes to you. If something needs fixing, you do it. No one else is clear, you step in. And at first, that feels very empowering. And it feels good. You feel needed, you're important, you're capable. But over time, it creates a business that only works when you are constantly available. And that's where things quietly become unsustainable. Not dramatic, not obvious, just heavy. In this time of the year, everyone is planning new goals, new numbers, new intentions, the word of the year, right? And I'm not anti planning. I love a good plan. I'm a very organized girly. But here's the problem most people plan without reflecting. They skip that part where they ask the questions: what actually drained me this year? What am I tolerating that I shouldn't be? What only worked because I overextended myself? Without this time to reflect, planning just creates the same pressure with just a new date on the calendar. There's different year, same pattern, same nervous system response. And then we act surprised when we end up back here again. I want to say this really clearly. Burnout isn't a sign that something is wrong with you. Let me say that again. Burnout is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is information. It's your system saying, this design doesn't work anymore. The way things are going doesn't work for me. Most of the founders I work with don't need more motivation. They don't need to push harder. They need fewer things that really depend on them. Because when a business relies on you constantly, when you have to be constantly present, you're constantly decision making, you are constantly emotionally regulating, it is only a matter of time before something gives. And usually that's you. Sustainable doesn't really mean doing nothing. It doesn't mean lowering your standards, and it doesn't mean you stop carrying things. It means you stop being the actual system in your business. It means the decisions don't all have to live in your head. That's a very important one. It means that responsibilities are shared instead of silently carried by you. Your business can function when you step away. Hello, real vacation. And you're not the glue holding everything together. Sustainable businesses are designed, not survived. And design requires honesty. So here's a question I want you to sit with. What are you still carrying simply because you are capable? Not because it makes sense for you to do it, not because it's strategic, not because you can. And what would change if you actually stopped confusing being able to handle it with this is how it should be? If this year is going to feel different, it starts with being honest about what isn't sustainable anymore. This is the work I do with my clients, helping them redesign their business so success doesn't feel like survival. Less weight, clearer structure, more space to actually lead. If that resonates with you, you're not alone, and you don't have to figure it out by yourself. Capable got you here, but sustainable is what lets you stay. I hope you enjoyed this episode and that this brings some clarity to you as we begin this new year with a new way to look at ourselves and our business and understand what our capacity really means. I have an amazing quiz for you to take if you want to really dive into what your capacity actually looks like as a CEO. We will put here on the show notes for you, and we'll see you next week at another episode of the Accidental CEO podcast. Bye. And that's a wrap for today's episode of the Accidental CEO podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us in the world where creativity and business strategy collide. I am Nata Salvatori, thrilled to have shared this time with you. Remember, every episode is a step closer to mastering the art of being an accidental CEO. So don't miss out. Hit subscribe, drop us a sweet review, and spread the word to your creative tribe. Your next big breakthrough could be just one episode away. Join us next time for more insights, laughs, and actionable tips. Keep pushing boundaries, dreaming big, and embracing the beautiful chaos of entrepreneurship. Here's to make magic happen in your business and beyond.